Testing, 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 testing. You good? All right, Chris, we're on, right?
I believe so, Kevin. Good evening and welcome to Burbank Arena, where the Reading Rockets will be taking on the Archbishop Williams Bishops in a round 2 matchup of the MIAA Division I tournament. Kevin, this is Chris Meehan. I'm here with Kevin Murray. How are you, Kevin?
Doing great, Chris. Looking forward to the game. What an atmosphere here at Burbank Arena to have a rink like this in town, to have a turnout like this. The town's going to be really proud of, just being able to host an event like this and not have to go to another town. The rink is awesome, and I tell you what, the atmosphere is just pumps you up. It's, from a fan's perspective, I can only imagine what the hockey players are feeling.
Yeah, you know what, Kev? And you get to this point in the season, everything is so amplified. You win a playoff game in overtime, as the Rockets did against Braintree last week, and kind of doesn't matter whether you win 5-0 or 1-0 in overtime. It's just survive, and that's where they are. And Archbishop Williams came off. They had a pretty easy win in their first round, so this could be their first big test of the playoffs. I think the Rockets are battle tested for sure. We say that a lot, and it's 100% true. These guys have played a lot of good teams, have played a lot of good hockey, and now it's time to get it done with everything on the line.
Yeah, you really hope that we're able to take on this team, perform well, and hopefully come out with a victory. I tell you, it's been a special season for the kids from Reading. Just a real good team effort. We've said it before in multiple broadcasts. It really hasn't been one absolute star, which they've had in the past. It's been a really group effort. Great job by the coaches to put them in the right position, and hopefully they can sustain the effort that's going to be there tonight. I tell you what, the Archies don't give up. They're a tough team, tough kids, and so we'll see, Chris. I'm looking forward to watching the first period, the first couple shifts, because it's really going to tell you what the game should be all about from the very first shifts.
Yeah, you want to be amped up, but not too amped up, right? You got a game plan that they want to stick to. You got to see the ice. You got to take your time, make the plays. But yeah, it's going to be a high-speed game for sure. Speaking of the crowd, Kevin, I don't have this officially, but the rumor was that they hit max capacity and have sold out all the tickets, 923 or whatever that exact number is. Apparently, that's what they expect tonight. So. This is going to be one loud barn, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's great. Really for both teams. You can see Braintree's section. They certainly travel well. It looks like they got a green Celtics theme, somehow leprechaun theme for the Archies, and it looks like it's a USA theme for Reading, which is great. Coming off the gold medal wins with both the women's and the men's hockey, and this is hockey at its finest. Massachusetts produces a bunch of really good hockey players over the years, and it's great. I know Minnesota's been known as the state of hockey, but I tell you what, Massachusetts is right up there. You have a lot of people that love this game and really want to get their kids into hockey. It's such a great sport, Chris, and anybody who's watching who has younger kids and want to put them in the program, I would certainly go down to your local rink and find out how do you go and learn to skate, learn to play. Reading Hockey Association has a great program. Kids, stay busy, and it's a great sport to be part of.
No question about it. Yeah, Kevin, this reminds me almost a few years ago we had that home game against St. John's Prep where people were literally 3 deep at the glass, and it looks like we're heading towards the same type of thing tonight. So I know the Rockets are going to want to put on a show for the home crowd, and like you said, get off to a good start.
Now these teams have faced each other, right? They went down. They did, get a victory against the Archies, but that doesn't matter right now. It's playoff hockey. The way you got to look at it is there's a lot of teams in the playoffs that have lost, that have beaten teams during the regular season. So again, I'm sure the coaches have talked to the team not to overlook anybody. Don't take anybody for granted. Play your system. I think, like you said earlier, Chris, is you want to be hyped up, but not too hyped up. You want to be able to control what you can control, and a lot of that is effort. Give your effort in, get off the ice. Let your teammates take care of the next shift.
All All right, we're getting ready for the, they're going to announce the starting lineups, and then we'll go right into the national anthem. Announcing the Archie's team right now. Probably hard to hear for folks on the broadcast, but they pretty much announced their most players here, and now the home team's up. JT Coyne getting the start in net tonight, as always. National anthem. Three officials tonight, Kevin. We'll leave the regular playoff configuration in this round. 2 refs and a linesman.
Yeah, it should be great. I tell you what, how about that national anthem, especially what's going on in the world, and before this game gets going, God bless our troops, and hopefully everyone stays safe. We wouldn't have the lives that we have if it wasn't for our armed forces and our leadership. So, God bless. I know it's going to be crazy. But wishing everyone the best, and everyone should appreciate all the work they are doing overseas.
All right, you got Jack Melly's line out there for the Rockets to start the game. He's out there with Jack Sullivan and Cam Gretorix. Nate Vitorisi and Brendan Doan on the defensive pairing, and we're underway here. Vitorisi's dump-in didn't make it, so it sticks around at center ice. Now Vitorisi behind the net, changes directions, looking for a breakout play. Angle pass, tipped in deep by Sullivan. And Austin Gaylord in net tonight for Archbishop Williams. He's going to just tie that up and take the face off. Quick line change here by the Bishops. They gave us a line sheet, Kevin, and it's already different. The Archie's lines are different than what I have on the sheet. So, nice try right there off the face off. Good crash to net, and quick whistle, and another face-off coming here.
Yeah, nice try by Gretorix there, Chris. Heading towards the net, picking the puck. Nice face-off win.
Archers can't get that out. Stays in deep. Flipped up and still not out. Gretorix looking for his man in front. Melly was heading to the net. Rebound. Backhand by Sullivan. Saved by Gaylord. Melly against the boards. Taken away. Now thrown in here deep by Archies. First man there is Vitorisi as it goes all the way around. Big hit. He didn't see that one coming, and they're gonna call a penalty here. It looks like. Or are they calling a penalty?
No, they're not going to
His helmet came off.
No, yeah, just his helmet
came off. He has to...
Yeah, Nate had his, the puck was caught in his skates. He was looking down, head wasn't up, and, but that gets him in the game, Chris, Nice hard hit, a nice hard shot, and you're in the game.
Yeah, quick stoppage when they lose a helmet like that. So Archie's there, wins that face-off, and puts it in easily on JT Cohen. He ties it up, and we'll do it again here. Nice face-off win there. Jack Barry. Not out. Keaveney in the corner. Up the boards. Out to center ice. Kicking around here. Barry now will throw it into the corner. Good physical play here early in the game. Both teams trying to establish that. There's a shot through traffic and a save. Gaylord had it, might have stumbled for a second with it, and so Barry played to the whistle.
Yeah, really nice shot from Shaughnessy. Peeled off the boards, Chris, and I like that. We talked about it. We talked about it in our last broadcast. There's not a bad shot in playoff hockey. Anything can happen. Puck bounces a certain way. Things are hyped up, and I don't know why they're calling it outside the zone, but
I think maybe that the Rockets were in the crease on that one, Kevin. So they
got it.
Immediately called that. So Matthew Healy will take this face-off out there with Nolan Sullivan. Cormac Fitzgerald's the forward line. Vitorisi and Emery. Emery's dumping is picked up by Archies. Looking for some space. Good forecheck by the Rockets. They're going to have to try the other side now. Fitzgerald continue to put on pressure. Does make it out. Put back in by Sullivan. Rockets causing some pressure on Archies there.
I tell you what, this forecheck this whole season's been working for the Rockets.
They are relentless. Relentless
Great effort.
forecheck.
Layers upon layers of forechecking. I love the system.
Good play by Sullivan to follow his check there too. Coyne misplays it behind the net. Rockets do get it around. Melly chips it up. Not out. Emery angles it off the boards, and Coyne's going to have to knock it back for Vitorisi. Now back to Emery. Caden Emery, defenseman. They're going to call an ice there. Rockets will get a face-off coming in their end here. Not quite 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
great action already.
Great pace of play here, Chris. And,
a lot of action.
It's good to see you there. Both teams are pumped up for this game.
Melly will take this face-off. Taylor takes it for Archies. Kept in. Now out. Pass out to Sullivan. He gave it to Gretorix, but turned back over and all the way down to the Rockets' end. Furness backhands it around. Out on the second attempt by Gretorix. Mishandled there by Archie, so Gretorix will pick it up. Behind the net to Sullivan. He takes the body, keeps the puck alive. Gretorix looking for some space. Puts it out front. Got blocked. Now Archies is going to control this around the boards. Not out, the shot goes through the crease. Good play to quick shot. Here's Vitorisi with a little space. There's a rebound. Hit it right. And a shot. Another shot is saved. Great save by Gaylord there through traffic. It's secondary rebound, dangerous. Now they do break it out, and nice play by Furness to slow them down at center ice, and we have a whistle here.
I tell you what, an
Offside.
onslaught by the Reading Rockets in the offensive zone, but Gaylord has really stood on his head.
Yeah, that second rebound shot was a heck of a save right there. So that's what the Rockets need, though. Like you said, there's no such thing as a bad shot. It's hard to save all of those if they keep this going, that's for sure.
They really want to get this crowd going. This crowd is ready to explode, Chris.
Nice angle pass. Turned over, though. Inside the Rocket zone. Shaughnessy up the boards. They do get it out. Right back in. Varsity now looks for some space. Looks for an outlet pass. Throws it through the middle. Knocked down. It's in the zone. Nice pass there. Great defensive play to block that, though.
Yeah,
Ethan Filipski looking for a shot there.
Yeah, really tough, Chris. That puck was bouncing on Filipski.
Nice pass to hit him heading towards the net. This one comes all the way around. It's going to come out of the zone. Big hit by Varsity. Crowd like that one. Right in front of him there. Pavilion takes a big hit in the corner. That one goes out of play. So just under 10 minutes to go. Tons of action, Kev, as we just said, and hasn't slowed down yet.
We have our My Hockey Live next to us doing the broadcast. They almost get hit by that puck.
Everyone's okay, folks. It's a face-off win by Archie's, but
Give it.
here comes
Back,
a 2-on-1
back.
now. Right back to the middle. Jack Sullivan shot, the save. Sullivan now back to the point to Melly. Back, all the way back to Keaveney, and the shot got deflected up.
Yeah, great playing by Gaylord there. You know, that was a fast, good 2-on-1 by Reading. Reading is all over the Archies right now.
That all started with that turnover just inside the Rockets blue line where they came out. They had some space and speed and turned that into a 2-on-1 with a great opportunity. Funny bounce off the dasher, kept behind the net. Furness takes his man off the puck, and the Rockets are able to get it out of the zone. They had a injury behind the play.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. Chris, looks like number 16.
Jack Healy, I know he's one of their top scorers. Archie's hoping he's okay to go. He's holding his head. I don't know if he hit the boards or puck came up high. So dump in 2-on-1 here. Good pressure by Archie's, but the Rockets change sides and get it out. Pass to the middle to Sullivan. Takes the red line, puts it in, and Gaylord's just going to save that and take a face-off. Melly, Gretorix, and Sullivan. Emery and Varsity at the point. Melly trying to get it to his forehand. Archie's wins it back into the corner behind the net. Up the boards and out. Good pressure on the breakout there by Sullivan, but it does get behind the Rockets net here. Varsity.
All the way down. Yeah, nice play by Nate there. He noticed that there was a tag up on the offsides, and the Arch William player did not leave the zone. So Nate just said, "Hey, why don't you just grab the puck and we'll get the puck inside the zone."
Yeah, they're.
But that's smart hockey, Chris. And those are the things with everything that's going on. There's that Nate Varsity using his head and creating a key play here.
Yeah, the referees talked about where the faceoff should go, but it does come all the way down.
That's
Angle pass,
that's icing.
a little too far. So yeah, icing by the Bishops, and we'll do it again down in this end. Looks like Healy's back out there, Kevin, number 16. Barry tries to tie that one up. Nice job by Vitorisi to keep that one in. Shaughnessy taken away and broken out here by the Bishops. I keep wanting to call them the Williamses. Still in the zone. Kick it around. Now they get it out. Golipski slides it to Vitorisi. Hard shot. Save and a rebound. Kicked away, and Bishops will break it out of the zone. Fitzgerald will put it in the corner to the right of Coyne. Try to clear it around. It got blocked. Stayed behind the net. Now there's a little battle going on there. A little misfire there, and Rockets are able to flip that out and clear it all the way down. Get a line change here, get some fresh legs. Sullivan, Healy, and Fitzgerald line are out there.
Good hit by Furness there to step up in that situation.
Yeah, good timing. He timed that pass well. He had to get there right at the same time as the puck, otherwise you risk a interference call. It was a good job. That one's tipped, so no ice here. Sullivan missed that. I think he heard some footsteps possibly there. Like I said, it has been a physical game. That both teams are taking a chance to use the body when they can, Kevin. That's for sure.
Yeah, equally.
Tough angle shot by Vitorisi. He gets kicked out. Looks like that caught Gaylord by surprise. But you make a heck of a play, and then they iced it. So
Gaylord's getting peppered in this game. He's keeping them at bay.
yeah, these teams played a couple of weeks ago on 14th of February. It was a 1-0 Rockets win in overtime at the Buddy Ferreira tournament down in the Cape in Falmouth. So they have seen each other. That game almost doesn't matter at this point, like we were talking about earlier, where games and seedings and all that. But score!
Here we go! Here we go!
Jack Sullivan, what a play! Backhanded, slid it underneath Gaylord. The Rockets take a 1-0 lead.
You could feel that coming, Chris. You could feel it. They spent a ton of time in the offensive zone. Gaylord, the goalie, can only do so much, and eventually, right through the 5-hole. Nice play, how to move the puck for Reading Rockets. And the Flans are going absolutely wild right now.
Yeah, you said it, Kevin. You could feel it. A lot of pressure by the Rockets early on, and sustaining it from the get-go here. Just a matter of time before they broke through.
Now again, with the 1-goal lead, you just got to keep your foot on the gas pedal right now. You do not want the Archies to get back in play, and I don't see that with this team of the Rockets. They've always kept the foot on the gas pedal, but it's really important to really finish this first period off strong.
Sounds like they gave the assist to both Melly and Gretorix there, if I heard him correctly. It's kind of loud, as you just said. Fans were already in the game, but anything like that's going to get them pumped up even more. Here we go with a nice big hit. Sullivan took his man down. Nice clean hit. Reset here for Bishops. Pass to center ice. Break in here by Guerrero, another one of their top scorers. Oh, what a save by T. Coyne. Oh! Slap shot from about 12 feet out. Maybe less, and he was up for it. JT save and ties it up.
Yeah, very fortunate on that play. The puck bounced out, and Archie's player's right there, right in the slot where he's supposed to be. He really let a slap shot go, and I think, maybe a nice wrist shot would have been better. Goalie was able to get set there, and he hit him right in the middle of the chest.
Yeah, I wonder if he was thinking he was catching him off guard, but no can do on that one. So great save by JT. Coyne keeps it a 1-0 game for the Rockets.
Again, it's easy to say when we're up here and we can see the whole ice. So.
Absolutely. That's our job, though.
Good point.
It was a pass, but there was nobody there, so the Rockets push it right back to center ice. Now here's a break-in. Good D by the Rockets. Doesn't let Bishops get into the shooting lane here. They're going to call a hit from behind here. Furness is going in the box here with 5:19 to go. We'll see what the official call is, but he's calling a cross-check. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like, cross-check.
Ref was out here at center ice, but he had a clear view on that one, and a little too much by Furness, and Rockets will have a penalty kill situation here. Minor penalty, 2 minutes. Keaveny does a nice job to knock his man off the puck. Now Melly changes sides. Vitorisi in a foot race. Gets it out to the blue line, not out of the zone. Shot through traffic, save, rebound! Bounced around in the crease there, but the Rockets clear it out.
Puck was bouncing, it was near the crease, good job. I like the aggressiveness on our penalty kill, Chris. Really showing. You can't let these teams set up. Being very aggressive, and there's one.
Vitorisi pumps the loose, and now he's in on the breakaway. Vitorisi makes a move.
Oh! What a play by Varsity!
Right on cue, Kevin. You talk about the aggressiveness. Nate stepped up. He saw Healy taking time, wasn't paying attention. He saw an opportunity, and look at that. Breakaway, makes a move, score. 2-0 Rockets with a shorty.
Really nice play by Federici. Showing shot first, get Gaylord on his heels, and then Dipsy do. Shot it in the corner of the net. Really nice play by Nate.
That's a killer. That's a killer when you get a power play, get a huge shot opportunity early in it, and then this happens. So see if the Rockets can build on that. Still have a minute of power play. Here's a shot to save by Coyne. Rockets bank it all the way off the other far glass and out. Down on Gaylord, he'll leave it. They reset. They dump it in here. Doan first man there. Kept in though. Nice play by Filipski. That one went out.
Nice play by Doan there.
15 seconds here. That one came out and bounced right in, so delayed offside. That is going to do it for the penalty. Good kill by the Rockets. Kept them off the board and got one yourself. Nice little bonus. That one's tipped, so there's no icing here. Doan will regroup.
Good pass.
Sullivan tipped it at the red line, but he was on the Rocket side of the red line, so that is an
correct.
icing. Under 3 minutes to go here. Jack Barry to take this face off against Taylor. Stayed in, kept in by Guerrero. Pushed off the puck, so here comes Vitorisi. Takes the red line. Hard shot and saved by Gaylord. Shaughnessy. stays on his feet. Guerrero leaves it in the middle. That was not the right call. How about we say it that way? That was clearly still on the blue line, from my angle, anyways. Okay. For whatever that's worth.
Well, the fact that you're on the blue line, Chris, is not saying much for that call. So.
Yeah, I thought Shaughnessy did an excellent job. He did pull it back a little bit, but it was still clearly in the zone. But we'll play on here. Rockets try to get it deep and hit a skate. Now they got another penalty coming up. They're going to call Furness for another penalty, maybe an interference. And then a big hit after the play here by
so I think what's going to happen, Chris, Furness is definitely getting a penalty, but I think Archie's will get another penalty for hitting Brady Keaveney, I believe.
Let's see what they call here.
Got two?
Looks like maybe just Furness, Kev. I don't know. We'll see. Nope. Both of them, both 15.
All right. Yeah, so we got a roughing on the Archies. That was very fortunate. I understand what Furness was trying to do. He kind of lost his edge, and the only thing he could do was delay him, but I get it. So we're going to be all even here, Chris.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of those plays, Kevin. If you're the coach of Archies, you talk to that guy, and you know what? We were about to go on a power play, and you weren't disciplined enough, and now we're going to have to play even strength here.
Yeah, very good point.
For the last couple of minutes here. 2:20 to go. So these guys will be in the box until the next whistle after 2 minutes. Bounce it around. Pops out to Archie's, and a backhand goes wide over the net. Gretorix get it out. Melly tries to split the D. They push it away. So you got a hold on Furness and a roughing on Crowley. Melly will take this face off. Corner. Guerrero.
Good read by Keaveney there.
On him. Gets it to Melly. Melly behind the net. Looking for somebody. Leaves it. Gretorix changes directions. Sullivan. Jack Sullivan. Comes away with it. Puts it back in the corner to Melly. Melly onto his forehand. Back to the point. Keaveney's shot goes wide. Jack Sullivan keeps it in. Gretorix leaves it for him. Out front, it's picked up by Healy. Dumped it in, got it himself. Then he just had to take it away there by Vitorisi. A minute to go here in the first period. Tipped in by Gretorix, no ice. Good pressure by the Rockets. They keep that in along the boards. Carried out now by O'Malley. Picked up here. That pass off front was picked up by Filipski. His backhand doesn't get too far. It's kept in. Excuse me. Picked up by Archies.
What a play.
Get it deep, but not out. Vitorisi made a heck of a play to keep that in, Kev.
Yep. Nice little poke check there, Chris.
Oh, and a score with 2.7 seconds left. Rockets kind of got mixed up a little bit, and quick shot there by Kabillion. Looks like number 2, Brady Kabillion, might have gotten that one. Excuse me, Brody Kabillion. So that one hurts with 2.7 to go.
You know, I thought, watching that play evolve, I saw our defenseman, I don't know who it was, went to the right of the net instead of falling to the left of the net. and you can see that developing.
Yeah.
And then the trailer shows up, and nothing you can do. JT could not do anything on that play.
Nope.
But I tell you what, Redding's going to be really happy with the start. Obviously, with 2.77, that's a little bit of a negative on that. But I'll take a 2-1 score going into the end of the first period. So we'll see what brings to us in the second period. Chris?
Yeah, the teams will take a little break, as will we, and we will see you for the start of the second.
That was the whole The other sticking point is, if it's single elimination for the other team, it's going to be single elimination. So that's...
All right, the teams are taking the ice, Kevin. Well, the Rockets did. I don't see Archbishop Williams yet.
They're starting to come out now, Chris.
There they come. We'll switch sides and play 15 more here in the second period. Kev, let's give a couple shout-outs before we get to the second period action. As always, the Varsity clan out in Bellingham.
Yep.
Nate's grandparents.
Yep, Dodge
Other
Country,
family
as
members.
Bruce calls it, Bellingham.
Hello, folks. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. You saw Nate's goal, I hope. I'm sure you did. It was a beauty. And then the Jack Melly's grandparents. Apparently they're listeners as well and viewers. So, hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm sure we have quite a few relatives out there not able to get down for the game. So, thanks for watching and putting up with Kevin and I.
Yep. And shout out to my son Jack Murray and the Knuckleheads up at St. A's, and we're watching the game right now on YouTube. It's a great game to watch, and stay safe up there, boys.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same. My son Jack asked me for the link. I think he was going to try to tune in from Tampa. So he may be watching it by himself. I don't know if his roommates have any interest. They're not Reading guys, so maybe not. But
do they know what ice is down there in Tampa?
There are a few other Reading guys that maybe. Yeah, well, I guess it was a little bit cold recently. Although he was at the beach on Saturday, so not that cold apparently.
Tough going to school. Tough going out south for school.
Yeah. So hey, Jack, as soon as this is over, do your homework. All right. Here we go. Melly will take this face off. Melly's line is out there first. Sullivan, Gretorix, and Vitarisi and Doan at the point. All the way around, and Archers do get it out. Doan puts it back to the center ice, and he's down now behind the net in the corner. Good battle going on. Sullivan looking for space. Makes a move. Back to the point. Vitarisi, point to point. Doan shot gets blocked. He gets it back. And then Archers does break it out. That pass out front got deflected. Back in the corner. The Billion there against Doan. Billion. Tries to get it out front. Rockets still have it. Now they go back to the point. D to D. Lost the handle though. Rockets will break this one out. Jack Sullivan stops, pulls it onto his forehand, then he leaves it for Melly. Melly up front. Oh! The save. Sullivan from Melly. Quick shot. Great save by Gaylord. So,
boy, that was a great play to develop there, Chris. A little weaving in and out. Share the puck. I tell you what, this line is really clicking right now.
I think this group's been together pretty much from the beginning of the year, so they're doing a good job of working that puck around. False alarm on that face-off. We'll do it again here. Jack Barry's taking this one for the Rockets. He's out there with Shaughnessy, Ethan Filipski, Furness and Keaveney at the point. Puck gets chopped around there. Guerrero, Archie goes behind the net. High off the glass and out. Furness puts it right back down. Guerrero's pass didn't make it. They have to reset and they throw it behind the net where Furness will be the first man there. They do get it out. Taylor, first man on there for Archers, throws it all the way through. Back to the point. Shot and save by JT. Keaveney and Furness sticking up for their goalie there, Kev. Making sure no one's going to give him the funny business after he tied that up. That one's coming out. That one's coming out for the crease violation. So out of the zone here.
Is that a new rule, Chris? If they're in the crease hacking at the goalie?
I don't know. It feels like we've seen it 2 or 3 times already tonight.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel. Check on that. If the skate goes through there, they call it. I don't know. Either way, that one worked out for the Rockets. They started to call icing and waved it off in the corner, but Guidarissi's going to hit Fitzgerald with the pass. Throws it over to Nolan Sullivan. A little bit too far, so I'm not going to call that one. The crowd was looking for something. Incidental. Battle in the corner here, Healy. Henry's pass got blocked. Now Healy again, back to the point. The shot in is blocked. Healy hit it with his pads and that came out. Back to center ice. Bouncing around there, all the way down. Pressure by the Rockets there. Finally does get out.
Chris, you're starting to see that the Archies definitely made an adjustment at between the periods. Or much different breakout for them. So again, Reading's going to adjust themselves.
Puck was put into the corner here where Keaveney's first on it. Rims it around. It's kept in though by Archies. Try to get it up front. JT held the post. The Rockets able to get it out, and that's going to be an ice. It was tipped on this side of the red line, so we'll bring it back down here. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a difference in there. They're kind of spreading the ice a little different, Kev.
Yeah,
for sure. And a little bit more luck of creating space to get the puck out. Deal with that Rockets forecheck. At least so far, early here in the second. Face off won by Archies, back to the point. Shot is wide. They lost the handle on it. Pass back to the point, didn't work. The Rockets have a chance here now to get it out. And they do. Alley has it. Archies. His backhanded pass is tipped. He gets his own pass. Quick shot to save. There's a pass into the slot. Guerrero wasn't able to get anything on it. They still have it though. They're moving the puck around well. That pass out front is knocked away, and now Jack Sullivan's going to break it out. Fredericks. Sullivan puts it back in. Guerrero trying to get it out. Now he does. He hits O'Malley. We're going to call an offside play.
Yeah,
here.
good step up by Doan there. That created that offsides. You know, Reading's going to go back to their process. You know, deep pucks. You know, Chris, Archbishop Williams is taking a little bit of a page out of Reading. They're keeping the puck deep. They're dumping it in, and they're creating a little havoc now.
Barry's line is out there for the Rockets. Barry, Filipski, Shaughnessy, Keaveney, and Furness at the points. That angle pass didn't make it to another Archies player, so it comes back into their zone. Puck a little too high for Filipski to knock that down, so they're going to have to clear the zone and give Archies a chance to break it out. Good job by Furness to read that pass. He steps up. Now Filipski in the corner. It's pushed down. Lost the puck. Guerrero breaks it out here. 2-on-2. Pass into the slot and a shot to save. Oh, right through the crease. That rebound came to Guerrero. He's a lefty. He wasn't able to get it the right angle on it. Archie's stands are looking for a call, but not one coming. I'll tell you, Kev, Guerrero's on fire this period. Number 4, he for Archie's, he showing what he's got. Like I said earlier, he's one of their top scorers. Now Healy goes around Keaveny out front. Turnaround shot and saved by Coyne. That was Neff, number 13. Rockets are going to have to ice that. They're going to go for a line change
I
here.
tell you, a little flip of the script here from the first period. Reading was all over Archbishop Williams, and it's the opposite right now. Reading's really going to watch that slot guy. They're sneaking a guy in between the hash marks, Chris, and we've had a couple opportunities. JT was able to stand on his head a little bit.
Yeah, a couple quick shots that he saw. But you're right, they're creating some opportunities here. Now Sullivan tries to cut through the middle, gets it chipped away, but nobody was there. Rockets keep it in for the time being. Now it is knocked out here, and it's gathered by Gretorix. To Sullivan, back to Gretorix. Pushes around his man, puts it back along the boards. To the point. Glove down and saved by Emery. Kept it in. Behind the net, Sullivan back to the point. Federici. Sullivan. Jack Sullivan stops, pulls it onto his forehand. Hits his man behind the net. That's Gretorix. Back to the point. Emery. Federici through traffic is blocked. Gretorix just takes the hit and keeps the puck. Nice play. Now Melly behind the net. His pass is deflected off the stick and out of play. So we'll have a stoppage here with 7:36 to go. Second period, 2-1 Rockets. That was a good job cycling that time, Kevin, for the Rockets in the zone.
Yeah, no, Reading's starting to see what they what they need to do, what the adjustment needs to be, and yeah, much better the last couple shifts.
Ethan Filipski takes that loose puck off the face-off out of the circle with the backhander and a save there by Gaylord. So Barry will do it again. Barry showing him to see Filipski, Caden Emery, and Nate Federici. Billion now for the Archies. Gets deep, puts a little pressure on Federici. They came out with it. They're looking to hit the point, but nobody was there, so it's going to bounce down and go behind the Archies net. That one caught a piece of Emery's stick and slowed it down. Pavilion in a foot race. He falls down and slow to get up. No whistle. Barry's shot is gloved and saved by Gaylord. So Pavilion hit the boards hard.
We were definitely very fortunate. That looked like a little bit of a trip on Nate. Very fortunate not to be called there. Dangerous situation with the guy going head first in the boards.
Yeah, he got up and skated off. Hopefully he's okay. This is Healy's line now. Healy, Colmark, Fitzgerald, and Nolan Sullivan. Keaveny and Furness at the point. Up the boards, Guerrero. Tic-tac-toe there to get it in deep, throw it around by Archies.
That's a good closeout right there by Furness.
Furness took that away.
Jesus.
Fitzgerald fell. Now it's picked up by Healy. His pass up front, he was looking for Guerrero. That follow-up is saved by Coyne. Guerrero in a battle in the corner with Furness and Healy. Not out, kept in. Back, hard shot, up high, and a save by JT. Lost where it was for a second, but he had it the whole way. That was a scary little sequence there.
Chris, you called it earlier. That kid number 4 on Archbishop William, pretty talented kid.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's on fire this period.
Yep.
And, they're moving the puck a lot better than they were, that's for sure. Here's Doan up to Jack Sullivan. Archie steps up and takes space away and keeps it in. Still in. Now they're going to get it out. Gretorix is going to skate it through center ice. Leaves it for Vitorisi. He blasts one, goes up high, up off the net. It's going to be in the zone. It was blocked off of Archie's stick, so we'll get face-off coming to Gaylord's left. Melly out there with Gretorix, Jack Sullivan, Vitorisi and Doan at the point. Won by Archie's. Get it out. They take the hit and get it out.
Nice hit.
Melly threw the body there. A couple of big hits. Gretorix took a big hit by the bench. They're going to call, looks like a rough here on Archbishop Williams. Rockets are going the power play with 5:26 to go in the second. Gretorix looks okay. He's up, moving around. That was Dylan Cole, number 18, taking the penalty here for the Bishops. So the power play is going to be Melly with Shaughnessy and Gretorix, Vitorisi, and Ethan Filipski at the point. Shot through traffic, doesn't make it through. Filipski, nice move, pulls it onto his forehand, passes into the corner to Gretorix. Gretorix, far side to Melly. Melly shielding his man. It's a hard shot by Filipski, saved. Rockets to control the play. Still have it. Filipski tries to put it through traffic. We got off a stick and into the corner here. Gretorix. Filipski, Vitorisi, off the glass, and Archie's able to pick that up and shoot it all.
Really like what Filipski's doing on the power play, Chris. He's got to take advantage of them laying off him. He's coming out off the boards in a really good shooting spot.
Yeah, take what they give you, Kevin. If they give him the shot, he's going to take that, and there's a shot and a blocker save.
Like to see Nate get the puck down a little bit more.
Filipski and Vitorisi playing catch. Behind the net now. Right up front. Oh, quick shot to save.
No. You got three refs.
Quick shot by Gretorix. Was saved by Gaylord. Looks like it was kind of underneath him there, and got a kind of a quick whistle. So
yeah, a little bit of a quick whistle there. He needs some help from his other referees. Puck was laying there in the crease.
All right, Melly will take this face off. Gretorix steps in and takes it. Behind the net to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy circles, stops, looks. Right to the middle to Vitorisi with the hard shot and the save. Gaylord saw that all the way. There's still a tough shot up on his shoulder, tied it up. Still 32 to go here on the penalty. Rockets have had a lot of zone time, Kevin. They've done a good job to look for those quality shots here on this power play. Melly wins the face-off back to Filipski. Filipski again, shot through traffic and saved by Gaylord.
Yeah, Archbishop Williams is doing a really good job of clearing Redding out in front of the net. Redding's trying to get position, but the defense from Archie's is really doing a nice job. Gaylord's seeing the puck. He's not being screened.
Filipski.
Now he's being screened.
Yeah, opportunity here through that screen. That shot hit a pad. Filipski behind the net. Shaughnessy lost it for a second. Enough time for Archie's to get control and get it out, and that's going to do it for the power play. 2-1, back to even strength. And then the Rockets went offside there, so they'll have a face-off coming outside their zone. 3:22 to go in this period. Back to full strength. Hey, good power play by the Rockets, Kev.
Yeah, they were moving the puck. Got a number of shots on net. Again, keep that process going, Chris. You know, something's good's gonna happen. It's a law of averages.
Healy shot, saved and mishandled a bit by Gaylord, but Bishop's able to get it out, and then Furness fires one. It went out of play, so face-off coming in the neutral zone here.
I think Furness almost killed his coach. He might be doing extra sprints.
You don't
next practice.
Yeah, you don't earn extra ice time by shooting the puck near your coach. I can tell you that. Face-off's going to be at center ice, given where he shot the puck. So Healy, Corbett Fitzgerald, and Nolan Sullivan forward line for the Rockets with Keaveney and Varsity. Keaveney's pass was blocked. Now it's out in center ice. Nolan Sullivan puts it in. They were looking for an ice there. It should have been called ice, but there was a delayed call. He was on the other side of the red line, but the ref that should have made the call didn't. That was strange.
Yeah, it was definitely an ice, but there was a little mix-up on who was supposed to call that.
So it took a second, but they ultimately made the call, and now we get a face-off to JT Coyne's left. Melly's lying back out there. Face-off won by Archies. Guerrero puts it off a stick and out of play, so they'll do it again here. Melly, Gretorich, Jack Sullivan, Furness, and Nate Vitorisi. 5 out there for the Rockets. With a face-off win by Archies. Behind the net, Guerrero right out front, quick shot to save! JT with the blocker, I believe, Kevin. That was a great save. Right on the doorstep.
Great save by JT Coyne, but I tell you what, that all started with a good face-off by the Archies. You can't get a clean face-off win like that. You really got to pay attention on these face-off, who your coverage is, and also just tie your man up at some point. But the Archies are definitely a lot more aggressive in this period, and it's really paid off for them. And there's a block, and it's going one way.
Foot race here, Gretorix. Taylor beat him though and kept it. Archies brings it in. Rockets do get it out. Now Jack Sullivan spins and throws it behind the net here. Pressured now by Jack Sullivan. Melly follows him. Keaveney's shot hits a stick and is out of play. Yeah, that was like you said, a good face-off win, and then behind the net, and their man knew just to get it right out front, didn't play with it, and quick shot on the doorstep.
They've done that a number of times in this period. They're leaving that slot guy open. Our defense is really busy. We're going to have to get a center in there to layer that defense, Chris.
Filipski to the point to Furness. Bouncing puck sitting there, and Gaylord does tie it up. Shaughnessy was right on the doorstep there. Sorry, Barry was right there looking for a loose puck. Barry, Shaughnessy, Filipski, Vitorisi, and Furness. Rockets 5. O'Malley will take this face off for Archies. He does win it back. Pressure though by the Rockets by Filipski. He comes out with it. Quick shot and save. Didn't have a lot of room. Got rid of it quickly. Nice job by Ethan there. And
really nice coming off the boards, Chris. That's going to pay dividends.
Quick shot off the face-off there and a blocker save by Gaylord. Archies does break this one out. Good job by Filipski to get a piece of that and slow it down. Vitorisi backhands it. He has it again. He sees Barry on the far side there. Archies gets in the way. Now Filipski is able to slide it in here down to the final minute. Under a minute here to go. Vitorisi. Fluttering shot, saved. He leaves it for O'Malley. O'Malley up the boards, not out yet. Still not out.
Good play by Furness there. Really aggressive. We're getting a line change here for the final 30 seconds, Chris.
Yep, the Millie line coming back out, it looks like. Billion. Around to the other side. Down to the final 15 seconds. Off Federici's stick, Kabillion.
What a play. What a play by Nate.
By Nate. Quick shot, the save. JT got a piece of that one, I believe, Kev. I tried to step out of the way not to block the camera, but it looks like that was deflected by JT.
Yeah, really nice stop by JT. I tell you, we almost had another one in the last 5 seconds of the period. Rockets going to feel good about that. We could have had a tie ball game there. That was get the heart fluttering a little bit.
If they had another last second goal here at the end of the second, that would have hurt. You're right. But no harm, no foul. We'll go to the second intermission with the Rockets still leading 2-1. We'll take a little break and be back in a few minutes.
shade in that place. We went up to a couple of games. Just real words. No, we almost the same. So is that going to be like a step down into the big ball games or something like that? So you see maybe more D2, 3 players will probably play on that. Maybe some D1 and make the game. That's great. That's awesome.
We're back. Ice is done. Refs are ready, and here come the players. Rockets will be the first ones on the ice again. "15 minutes to go here, Kevin, in a one-goal game. Leave everything on the ice."
Again, it's been a special season for this Reading Rockets team this year. They don't want it to end. They got a great attitude, teamwork. Love to see them continue, and we'll see, Chris. It could go either way. It's down you know, they're up 2-1. Archie's definitely adjusted last period. I'm sure Mark and coaches are going to make their own adjustments, and we'll see what we have to offer in this third period. I tell you what a game this has been so far.
Yeah, it really has. Excellent game. Great energy here from actually both sides. Obviously, the Rockets fans maybe outnumber the others, and known to be a little loud, but I'll tell you, the Archie's fans have been into it as well. So, such a fun hockey game, great atmosphere. And,
yeah, hats off to the student section. They really came to support the team. They've done it all season, and I tell you what, there's a great crowd. And you know, looking in the lower sections, right by the glass, you see a lot of the kids that are in the youth hockey that have their jerseys on. They're looking out at their heroes, you know, and it's high school hockey at its best. So it's great to see the young kids there, and so you know, maybe someday they'll be on the ice too, playing in front of a crowd like this. So it's great to see, and let's see what this third period has to offer.
So Jack Melly will take the face-off here. I would imagine we'll see the same line combinations, Kevin, at this point in the game. So Melly, Jack Sullivan, and Gretorix here for the Rockets. Doan and Vitorisi at the point. Kept in. Melly looking for space. Backhander, save. Nice early shot here by the Rockets to start the period. And then they're going to call an ice there. It was a little too soon to dump that in for the Archies. So face-off coming all the way down here.
Tell you about the opposing players coming down on Nate Vitorisi. You just got to keep your head on a swivel. He doesn't. He makes it known that he's around.
Yeah, that's his signature. That's for sure. His physical play, hard shot. Had a great season. Put up some good points. A lot of key plays for the Rockets. Melly behind to Gretorix. Gretorix looking for some room. Back to the point. Melly, hard shot by Nate off the dasher, and rebound comes out. Pavilion for Bishop, throws it into the corner. Vitorisi will get there first. Picks up a little speed coming out. Being pressured, but he does get it out for the moment. Right back in. Now Guerrero trying to beat Doan. Has it in the corner. Guerrero. That's an icing right there on a sauce pass out of the zone by the Rockets. So we'll get a line change here. Jack Barry's line takes the ice. Vitorisi stays out there. Vitorisi and Furness at the point. Jack Barry's line. So Barry takes that face off. It's won by Archies, and looks like it hit a stick. That was a dangerous play. Shaughnessy can't handle that pass. Vitorisi behind the net. Furness around the dasher where Shaughnessy's going to leave it for Barry. His pass got intercepted. Healy lost an edge, fell, shot. Oh, and Shaughnessy tried to shoot it through traffic. It didn't get through. Behind the net now, Filipski to Barry. Barry. Filipski gets it. Shot from a tough angle and a save there by Gaylord. Barry just put it on net coming out of the corner. So now Healy's line. Healy, Nolan Sullivan, and Cormac Fitzgerald. Vitorisi and Keevy at the point. Face off, it's controlled by Bishops. They slide it in deep. Keevney uses his body to shield it. Bishops come out with it. The shot is saved by JT Coyne, not taking any chances. He scoops that in the glove, and we'll get a face-off here. 2.5 minutes gone. Third period. A great hockey game, great high school hockey game. These teams are playing for the right to go play Arlington next round, Kevin, in a neutral site, is what we were told. So Last home game for the Rockets. I'm sure the fans will, they pull this one off, the fans will show up wherever they go play.
Yep.
No question.
Reading travels well, Chris.
Up the boards and not out. Bouncing puck saved by JT. And then it came out. Vitorisi's going to throw it into the far zone. Spun around and put behind the net here. Vitorisi carries, takes a hit by Kabillion. Stays with it. Tries to hit Rhetorics and is broken up. Now Melly has it broken up there. It's chopped in. We'll get a line change here. Plenty of room there for Furness, who kind of loses his balance. Makes a nice play though, stick check and gets it back. Puts it around his man. Peels off though, so the Bishops will have some room to set this up. Furness tried to read that play and took his man out of the play, but now Filipski with some speed onto his backhand. Trying to get around his man right out front. Only person there, though, is Guerrero for the Bishops. He makes a play around Barry to Keaveney, though. Keaveney, Vitorisi, high shot, hit the blocker, then it hit the what, Kevin?
Hit the I-beam, Chris.
The I-beam, there you go.
He hit the I-beam. Didn't get to the corrugated metal roofing, but
it did not.
It hit the I-beam.
You haven't had it first I-beam of the game, I believe.
That was the first I-beam. Yep.
Always exciting. All right, so Jack Barry will take this face off, try to win it back here. Tied up in the circle. Nice pass out of the zone. Good play by Fernesto to put some pressure on Bishop so they couldn't get a head of steam going. Now Guerrero tries. Backhands it in, follows the play. Shaughnessy with a nice play. Puck kind of kicks around onto the stick of Shaughnessy. Tandy gets it down. Now Guerrero pulls it. Dangerous player, but he went too far and left the puck. Filipski. This is Tandy. Tandy throws it off those boards. Not touched. It will be nice here.
You know, we're at a point in the game, Chris. It's really critical for these for the Reading Rockets to get these pucks deep. We cannot get pucks short of that of going deep in the zone. They're at the blue line. We're kind of misplaying the puck. It's going to come back to bite you. Again, refocus, get pucks deep.
Matthew Healy taking this face off here. One back by the Bishops. They're able to get it out of the zone. Rockets will have to clear. Kept in, now it does make it out. Offside, so Fitzgerald will have to clear the zone. Bouncing puck. Vitorisi's there to gather it. He sees Fitzgerald, good vision there. Fitzgerald on the left side. Pulls up, turns. Healy. Not able to get much on it. Nolan Sullivan trying to get it. Not able to. It's high off the glass and out. The Rockets clear the zone. Right back in now with the forecheck. Vitorisi. That one hit a skate. Vanessa will go back and gather that behind his net. Vitorisi hits Gretorix. He deflects it in, goes on net. Tandy now has it. His breakout pass was too far, so the Rockets are able to get it right back in. They dump it into that corner. That one got deflected and it hit the netting, so out of play. Some lucky fan just got a puck, Kevin.
It's great to see. Get a fan for life right there. Gets a puck at the high school game.
The kid made a break for it. He grabbed the puck and immediately ran away
all
from the crowd.
All his buddies are looking at the puck now. Can't believe how lucky he is.
I hope it's one with the Rockets logo on it. You know, those are the ones they usually use in these games. So hopefully that's what they had. Billiard has it. He throws it into the center, but Rockets knock it down. Now self-pass. O'Malley in the corner, ridden off by two Rockets. Pass out front, not able to get anything on it. Goes through the crease into the far corner. Jack Sullivan is able to push it out of the zone. Here comes Melly, follows the play, picks up the loose puck. Yeah, he got hooked there. No call. Nice
What a play!
Got the speed, hit the side of the net. Melly tried to bring it around front, shoot it at a tough angle, it hit the net. I think the net might have gotten dislodged, so they're gonna get a whistle here. Ref wants to check the net. Yeah, it was off the moorings a bit.
Yep.
So the peg moved, and they'll reset that.
Really nice job by Melly there. Way to use the stick handle ability there.
All right, so Melly will take this face off. Puck bounces around in the circle. No one has it yet. Now Vitorisi. Jack Sullivan puts it back in the corner. Guerrero had it in his skates. He puts it ahead for Taylor. Taylor out front, hit the side of the net, rebound. Dangerous rebound there. Healy tried to backhand that, and JT was there, and he was able to save it and get a face-off. Those plays develop quickly, Kevin, when the first man there gets rid of it quickly.
We said this multiple times today. Throwing pucks at net, something's going to happen. Good win.
Yeah, Melly wins that face-off to the boards, and now they have to start down in their own end. Rockets stay onside there. Melly held on to it for a second, pulled it up. There's a turnover now. Melly in the corner. Takes the hit.
Good hit.
The puck. Fredericks to Melly on the circle. Oh! Quick shot. Point blank range there.
That actually hit Shaughnessy there.
They're going to call an offside here. The hits, the people throwing their bodies over there, and the puck kind of drifted, so there was an offside.
Jack Melly let that rip, and I think it did hit. I think it hit Shaughnessy. He was trying to go top corner.
Yeah, that was.
Saw an opening.
That one hit a skate. They do get it out though. Put it behind the net. Coyne leaves it. There's defenseman. On the half wall, pass doesn't get through. Keaveney up the boards. Gathered here by.
Yep, keep chasing. Keep chasing.
Wojdag, number 19. Shot doesn't get through. Blocked by Vitorisi. Here comes Ethan Filipski. Gets it in the corner to Shaughnessy, then he goes over to help. Shaughnessy can't quite get a handle of it. Neff is going to backhand it in here. Keaveney up the right wing. Puck's intercepted. They lost control for a second. Now they pick it up. Here's O'Malley trying to get a backhander, and he gets taken down, doesn't get anything on it. Goes behind the net, I believe, Kev. Now they're going to blow a whistle and have the face-off coming. Must have bounced up and hit one of the players on the bench.
Hit a player. Yeah, it looks like the refs are going to let them play unless it's very egregious, Chris.
Yeah. Just over 5.5 here to go, so desperation for the Archies is going to pick up if they don't get one soon. Rockets looking for an insurance goal. Vitorisi has the puck taken away. They come back the other way, 3-on-2, now 3-3. Gretorix back to help out. The pass to O'Malley doesn't get there, no shot. O'Malley gets it. Out front, try to hit Kabillion. Here's a shot from the point. Gets blocked down, and the Rockets are going to chip it up and out. Line change here, so an opportunity for the Rockets to get it to center ice where Gretorix throws it behind the net. Guerrero, some fancy moves, sheds his man, brings it down, shoots it through traffic there and out from wide and saved by JT. Watched it right into the glove. No rebounds. That's the key here. No rebounds. Tough angle there to try to keep it in for Bishop. So now Guerrero's shoot behind the net. Now he'll go take it. Out front on the doorstep. JT tied that up. Healy was trying to sit there and redirect it or get a rebound, and they weren't able to. So
yeah, so 4 minutes and 28 seconds left. You gotta win every puck battle. You put every effort in. Reading is certainly putting the effort in now. Throughout the game, they've been great. And again, a special season. You want it to continue. In 4 minutes, 28 seconds left. You got to go all out.
All right, Melly's line is out there. Melly will take this face off. Same play as last time. He just uses his forehand to get it off.
He's got
now
a player.
2-on-1's developing. Oh, great defensive play there to lay down and block
really
that
nice
pass. Now a turnover here.
You know, as a forward, you really have to, Melly's trying to do the right thing. I understand he's trying to make a play, but you got to realize you got to get pucks deep. You do not want to give it, you want to cause a turnover in your offensive side near the blue line. That is death. You cannot do that. He knows it. Again, let's keep the effort up and we'll see what happens.
Referee's making sure no one's cheating there in the circle. I mean, they know that just you got to wait till he's not looking, then you cheat. Gretorix has it behind the net. Nice play to create a little space to Sullivan. Hard shot, save. There is a rebound, but not far enough for a Rocket to get it. So,
yeah, I like that shot by Nate. You know what? Again, closer to the ice. Really can't see it. They're screening the goalie. Possible tip when you get that puck higher, probably at waist level. It's a little bit easier to be seen by the goalie.
Back to the point. Vitorisi, another one of those low hard shots. Rebound comes all the way out to the winger for Archbishop Williams. So calling offside here, Kev.
No, you know what I think they're going to call? It went into the bench
hit the
area.
bench? Okay.
Yeah.
That was some sort of delay call, but I have almost no angle down there by the bench, so I'll trust you when you say it hit something. Gretorix can't handle that long pass. Guerrero, shot through traffic, rebound out front. Healy tried to, Taylor rather tried to put it back out front. It didn't get there. Now Vitorisi is going to put it.
Come on, here you go.
Taylor with Melly pressuring him.
Yeah, you got to keep the pressure on.
Guerrero, ridden off the puck, puts it in behind the net. Vitorisi does a nice job to avoid that hit. Now it goes to the point though. There's a tip. Guerrero right up front.
I tell you what,
The side of
Guerrero's
the net
just,
there.
he's been all over the ice, and he's played a really nice game. He just is getting bitten. He cannot put the puck in the net.
And then he made a nice play to put it out front. Nobody's
Yeah.
there. It went all the way down. Picked up here now by Olivsky. Good pressure here. Barry takes it away. Out front, it's going to clear the zone.
That's not a bad play.
These guys are looking a little tired here for Archie's.
Oh, nice play by Brady Keaveney there. Nice poke check. I love to see it.
O'Malley tried the old spinorama. Keaveney was
Here
ready
comes
for it.
Filipski.
Lipsky 1-on-3. Rebound. O'Malley was there to clear it away though for Archie's. Now Furness steals it and keeps it in. Down to 155. Keep an eye on the net here, Kevin. If they get the puck out, we'll see if they decide to pull their goalie. They're going to have to soon, I'm sure. The Rockets not giving them a chance. They're keeping it in. There's a bad pass in the middle.
Oh, what a hit.
O'Malley just took a huge hit. Are they calling something here or just offside, Kevin? I was watching the play. I guess it's offside.
Yep. Oh, he took a. Oh.
It's a
We
tough
get a
call.
timeout. Archbishop Williams.
Yeah.
Steve O'Malley took a tremendous hit. Tough kid, that O'Malley kid. And boy, I tell you what, he knew the hit was coming and he just continued through the puck.
My guess is he's one of those guys that won on the ice at this point with 134 and a goalie pulled, but see how he does after that hit. That was heavy. Clean, but heavy.
Yeah, very clean hit. Yep, no, you're right.
So 134 to go. Rockets will have most likely an empty net here. Whether they have it right from the faceoff or not, we'll see. They might keep him in for the faceoff, but I don't know. I don't think they will.
Boy, what a fun game this has been, Chris. To tell you what, the last home game of the season, Reading wants to advance. Obviously, Archbishop wants their season to continue. Pure Massachusetts hockey at its best right here. The fans have given a show tonight. They've really supported the team. It's great to see, and we'll see it. 1 minute, 34 seconds left, and see what this turns into. And but again, a great atmosphere.
Yeah, so they're not going to pull the goalie here, Kev. It's a little too dangerous given that it's not deep in the Rocket zone. And this is why, because they would have had a wide open net here if that had just happened. Nice play by Healy. Keep it in, but Furness gets there first and puts it all the way around the dasher. Pinch. They still have the goalie in the net. I'm very surprised. I thought maybe they had it deep enough they could have done it, but
So now they
probably will.
pull.
With the icing there by the Rockets. Goalie looking at the bench, but they haven't pulled him yet.
But again, some teams, it could be too much chaos, Chris, and some coaches don't like it.
Yeah, they got him out at the hash marks, probably waiting to see. They want to make sure they gain control. If they gain control, my guess is they'll send out another skater. Well, they win the face-off, but they don't connect on the pass back to the point. So now we're going to hit under a minute. Rockets are 1 minute away here from advancing to a big game against their rival Arlington, and the round of 8. Oh no! Deflected puck.
Were they offsides? Were they offsides?
What are they calling here? Let's see.
Hey, was he offsides? He was offsides. He was offsides.
They're letting that stand, Kevin. .4 seconds. Fluky goal here has tied this up.
That's a tough one. Again, I thought it was offside, but I could be wrong.
Still time left in this game, though. Both teams got to keep their foot on the pedal here. We have an injury for the Rockets. Looks like Furness gets up. They're going to make him go off though, because he caused a whistle here, so he needs to get off the ice. Getting off without any help, that's a good sign. So 38.4 face-off coming to JT's right. O'Malley's back, taking the face-off here against Melly. Melly, Keaveney, Gretorix, Vidarisi, and Filipski. Behind the net, off the dasher. Now the Rockets do get it out. Melly trying to get in, gets it poked away. O'Malley.
Nice play.
Rockets get it out. It's still 20 seconds to go here. Good step up by Archie's, and they're going to take the red line and put it behind the net. Gretorix, 7 seconds. Cluster going on there against the boards is pretty much going to do it here as time winds down, and with a late goal, 47 seconds to go, have put us into an overtime situation here.
Yeah, that's a tough break by for Reading. Just Melly was literally standing there. I don't even think he was attempting to block it, and it just hit off his pant leg and then deflected. Nothing JT Coyne, because it was actually going to go wide, and Melly was not even in direction of the shot, and I think the kid just hooked his shot, hit off the pads, and it goes in. That's a tough one, but you got to shake it off, you know. Now it's overtime. They've been here before, and you just you're gonna recoup.
Second overtime game in a row for the Rockets to start the playoffs. So we got 8 minutes on the clock. I believe it's 4-on-4.
It is 4-on-4, I believe.
For 8 minutes, and then they drop to 3-on-3 if this thing doesn't end in 8 minutes. So, Kevin, I got to tell you, I was watching the goalie. I turned my head to see if he was going to go. He was looking at the bench. I was trying to see if they were going to try to get him off. I turned just in time to see it deflected in. So I didn't see the whole play unfold. So.
Yeah,
that's
unfortunately,
you know,
the puck was bouncing in. Reading was trying to get it out of the zone and taking swipes at it and just couldn't hit it hard enough. Archbishop Williams stopped the puck and went to shoot it in the zone. Again, it hooked on his stick, and it happens to hit Melly.
Yeah.
It deflected. So, hey.
All right, well.
What a game tonight. Let's see Rockets, see if they can extend their season.
Melly, Gretorix, Sullivan, and Vidarisi are out there for the Rockets 4. This is Healy. He turns it over to Melly. Melly's going to wind up. A lot of extra ice here. 4-on-4. Possession's a big part of this. Vidarisi. The blue line. Over to Gretorix. It gets tipped out front by one of the defensemen. So now they're going to try to see if they can gain possession here. That's Guerrero. Flips it ahead. Taylor. Taylor winds up back in his own zone. They have a little stretch pass there that was offside. Guerrero knew it. Just trying not to touch it, but nothing he could do. He kind of stuck behind the.
He did.
Behind the D over there.
I did not see him, and
Obviously, Reading's going to be aware of that.
My guess is he's not one of those guys you want sneaking behind your D.
No.
Based on what I've seen from him tonight. So
very talented hockey player.
All right, so Barry will take this face-off in the Bishop zone with Shaughnessy, Furness, and Filipski. Nice job by Barry to tie it up. Tries to come out with it. Not able to, but
good pressure.
Good pressure and body work there along the boards. 2-on-2 battle here. Loose puck comes back.
Put the pressure on. Keep going.
Pass
was take your time.
Missed, so now the Rockets have an opportunity to set possession here. They're going to restart. Furness brings it out. Leaves it for Barry. Start again. Barry behind his own net. Barry was the hero in game 1 with an overtime goal. There's a turnover. Kabillion can't get it. Barry takes it away. Can he do it again? Jack Barry. Shot off the back boards, and Rockets still have it. Out front, all alone. Shot, save, and a rebound. Cleared away. Shaughnessy on the doorstep there.
Let's go, Nate!
Federici now winds it up.
Come on, Nate!
He's got a head of steam through center ice. Healy can't do much there. Nate still has it. Looking for some help. Back to the point. Melly steps up. Blocked away. Oh, taken away now by Jack Sullivan. Nice job to take it away. And they were ready to break it out. We got a lot of tired players out here.
You think?
Now here's Guerrero on a one-on-one with Federici. Now Filipski back to help.
Guys,
Guerrero
gotta cover him!
looking for help. Shot, the save. JT Coyne. Right in the breadbasket. He tied it up.
Yeah, Chris, a lot of tired hockey players out there. What happens is you lose your train of thought of what you're supposed to be doing. You cannot leave a player like that, of that caliber, out and just have him walk in and shoot on your goal.
Especially when you have two guys back. You know, it was a 1-on-2 there.
Yep.
Looks like they kind of had a bad read, so. Kept in by the Bishops. Out front, it's tipped, saved! Rebound, still in the crease! Shot, another save! Oh, wide open! Wide open, unable to get a shot. Taylor was wide open, couldn't get a shot. Had a wide open look at the net there. Out front! Oh no, rebound! Tied up by JT Coyne. In the splits with the left leg, tied that up. Battle going on behind the net. Linesman steps in to break those guys up as Gretorix was in a good battle behind the net.
I tell you what, back and forth here. Some great hockey. Great save by JT Coyne. Great saves on the other end by Gaylord. Both teams want to continue playing in the Massachusetts State playoffs. The fans are ready to explode here.
All right, Melly, we get a timeout here. Rockets called the timeout. They need to give these guys a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, I think it's good call there in the timeout.
They look exhausted. Give them a breather, get some water. JT did a great job there to control that puck with his left leg, Kevin, because he was pretty much vulnerable if they were able to get a hold of that.
Yep. And if Archbishop Williams, if they could just lift that puck, and it's just, it's easy said than done, but he was like a brick wall there.
Yep. What a sequence. Big face-off going to come here after the face-off, so.
To all the parents of the Reading Rockets high team, our kids have graduated, so I want them to win, and I bleed the Rockets, but being a parent in this game, it's got to be nerve-wracking to say the least.
Yeah, this has been a great game. What a great game. They really are leaving it on the ice here, so
They really are. Yep.
Love to see the Rockets win another one in front of this crowd like they did against Braintree. Melly wins the face-off back to Vitorisi.
Nice.
Out Gretorix.
Nice.
Back to Vitorisi. Big possession here for the Rockets.
Go, Nate.
Melly comes back and picks it up. Slowed down for a minute, but now he has a head of steam. Still has it. Lost it for a minute. Gets it back. Archie's gets it. Guerrero with a nice play to pull it forward back. Don't let him get through. Healy taken away by Vitorisi. 2-on-2. Shot through traffic. Shot past to Archie's player. Stuck by the side of the net. Nate trying to decide which way to go with it. Jack Sullivan. Guerrero pulls up, keeps it away from Melly. Now they're going to play possession in their end. Not much doing here for the Bishops.
Just watch out for that deep guy from before.
I think they took him off, give him a break. Here's Healy against Furness. Furness does a nice job to try to ride him off there. Behind the net to Taylor. Shaughnessy is able to come out, get it to Furness. Now he breaks it out. Takes the red line, 1-on-3. Looking for some help. Comes around into the middle. Not able to get it to anybody.
No, you gotta keep the puck,
Furness. A little pressure there, turned it over.
Shot, score!
Wow, Kev. That was Steve O'Malley just won that one for Archbishop Williams on a sick shot up into the crossbar.
That was a tremendous shot, bar down, and you could see it developing. Unfortunately, tough play, and with a talented kid, you can see what's going to happen.
Yeah, you can't fault JT Coyne at all. He had a phenomenal game. That shot is almost impossible to save. It's probably the only spot that JT can't get to it.
Yeah, I would agree, Chris. JT's played great all season long. Nothing to be ashamed of. Certainly kept us in the game the entire time. And I tell you what a shot.
Yeah, that was not a cheap goal in overtime, Kevin. That was they earned that one. They had a lot of pressure in overtime. I think the Rockets should be really proud of what they accomplished this season. I know there's disappointment today. You get to 4-on-4 overtime and anything could happen. You got a lot of tired bodies out there, and I've said before, the Rockets' record in overtime in some of these playoffs is in recent years not been great. So coming off that Braintree win, I thought maybe things had turned around, and they certainly had their opportunities here in overtime. But it seems like the Bishops maybe had a little bit more pressure, and that was just a quality scoring opportunity. It was like a 2-on-1 developing, and just a great shot by O'Malley. So gotta tip your cap to those guys for that shot. And that
Yeah, great. Again, great season by Reading. It was they gelled as a team. They came together. It was a full effort. It was a lot of fun to watch this team grow and develop to where they were. And I tell you what, they came out flying. Tough second period. They still held them off. We had them on the ropes for a little bit, and then overtime, like you said, it's anybody's game at that standpoint. And again, at least you weren't beaten on like a bouncing puck.
Right.
Like honestly, like last year, that was a heartbreaking way to lose. And again, hats off to Archbishop Williams for finishing off in the overtime, because that's again, sorry to buy the shot. It was a heck of a shot.
Yeah, that fluky goal at the end of the game is what you look back to and just say what a shame, because the Rockets were in a good spot right there, and those are the type of goals you often see in overtime. And like you said, this one was not that, but that's how we got to overtime. You just got to shake that off. Those things happen. Let's take a look here. The seniors, Brady Keaveney, Nate Vitorisi, Nolan Sullivan, Jack Melly, Will Diamond, and JT Coyne. I think I covered everybody that I see here on the roster. So for you seniors, congratulations on a phenomenal season, a way to have a great run here. I know you're disappointed, but bigger things are coming in life, and good luck to all of you wherever you end up next year. I don't know if any of them are going to be playing hockey or not, but certainly, hopefully, career-wise, college-wise, good luck to all the seniors. And for the guys that'll be back next year, they can hopefully build off of this.
Yeah, not a lot of seniors that are graduating, so that's a sign of good things to come for Reading and their Reading hockey. And again, they always have a pipeline. They always put themselves in this position, and again, hats off to the people that put them there. The parents, put a tremendous effort to get their kids to this level. Spent a lot of time driving and in that rink, and it's funny when it ends. Both Chris and I have experience. Our kids have graduated. It's certainly bittersweet, but like Chris said, there is certainly some great life moments ahead of you, and hockey is just such a great foundation. I really love the sport. It's great for the kids. They learn so much about teamwork, respect, hard work, and it's a tough loss, but again, they cannot be upset about the effort they put in tonight. They were flying out there. They put every ounce of energy into winning this game, and sometimes you come up short, just like in life, So, yep. We appreciate, for Chris and I, we appreciate the Reading parents for inviting us to do the broadcast this season. It was a lot of fun. When your kid's out of hockey, you're looking for an excuse to watch a hockey game and go to a rink, and it's certainly been a pleasure to do the games with you, Chris. You're the consummate professional, and with Gary filling in and doing his part, it's been really nice to see, and it just broadens the game, and again, hopefully our audience enjoyed the games with us broadcasting it.
Yeah, this was my fourth season, Kevin. I was the original voice behind the mic here back in the 22-23 season. Prior to that, they did record the games, but they didn't have anybody announcing. So I took that opportunity to try to figure out how to do this and have a little fun with it. And I love doing the games with you over the years. And 4 years of doing this has flown by. But Gary Morrow, shout out to Gary, stepping up this year and coming in. And it wasn't always easy to find someone else that wanted to do it. So I'm glad he's there, and he'll be around for a few more years. So.
We would be remiss if we didn't thank James, who ran the video for us. He's got some great things coming up for him. He's graduating this year, and he's saying it's possibly it's a Southern school, which is nice. So again, hats off to James Rodriguez for certainly helping us out. It's been a pleasure. We were a team, and again, I can't say enough about Burbank Arena and really the atmosphere. I wish people in town would see what this place brings as far as culture, community, and so much to offer. So it's a pleasure to be here and do broadcasts here at the Burbank Arena.
Yeah, thanks to Bruce Federici and the other parents that invited us to do it. So, like you said, it was a lot of fun, and enjoyed watching these guys play. Still know some of these kids, some of the families. So always rooting for them. Always, once a Rocket, always a Rocket. That's for sure. So I'm sure next year will be another great team, another great product on the ice for the Rockets. So We'll wrap it up. Tough loss here. Sorry to see it, but it was a good, clean hockey game. I thought the refs did a pretty good job. That they weren't a factor. There wasn't any crazy penalty in overtime or anything like that. It was even up play and just a great shot, and that's how the games end. So, Kevin, it was a pleasure. Thank you, and take care, everybody.
Thank you.